for you. Today I'm going to be going over how to find balance in your life. Now, this is a word that I hear all the time from the women that I coach. You know, their main goals are weight loss, toning, they want to feel confident, they want to fit back into their clothes. But you also hear they just want balance. They just want overall balance and control back. And so this is something that I'm really, really passionate about talking about because I think I've cracked the code on this one. So listen up close, okay? Now, in order to understand how to achieve balance, you kind of have to understand what exactly are we talking about when we say balance. So when I hear the word balance, I hear the word equilibrium. And when I hear the word equilibrium, I hear equal effort. And so the regular meaning of balance is I want to be able to put equal effort into kind of everything that I do. Now that sounds good in theory, right? Equal attention, equal focus, equal effort in all areas of my life. Sounds good, but if we actually break it down, it's not actually as desirable as you think, right? So let's say we spread out our effort. We only have 100% energy and 100% focus. Of that 100%, we want to break it up evenly. Or so we think we do because we want balance. So that means I have to put 20% here, 20% here, 20% here, 20%. You get my drift. So we're equally spreading out our energy. Now, here's the thing. Are you ever going to ever become great at anything by giving a fraction of your effort? By giving a percentage of your effort? Of course not, right? You will be good and okay at a lot of things, but you will not be great at anything by following or going for this ideal of balance, right? And if there's anything in this life that you should become a master of, it is your body, right? That's what you should be a master of, your own body and mind. Now, to become a master at something, does that happen if you just give yourself a fraction of energy and attention to that one thing? Absolutely not, right? To become a master at something, you almost need to develop an obsession towards that one thing, right? And when you hear the word obsession does not equate to balance. Obsession means that there is actually a large imbalance that you can actually notice, right? So if we're trying to become a master of our own body, our own health, our own mind, which if you're listening to me talk right now, you're in that category, then there can't be balance if that is truly your goal. There needs to be some type of imbalance so we can become great at something instead of okay at a million things. You don't need to be okay at a million things. You probably actually are okay at pretty much everything right now. But that's not good enough for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to weight loss tips and tricks, right? There's this next level you're trying to achieve because you know you have more potential. You know you deserve better. And that comes from the level of mastery. And mastery doesn't happen in a typical balanced state. And so, here's what I pose to you. Here's what I suggest. Maybe balance is not what we should be striving for. Maybe that's actually tricking us into keeping us unhappy, because if we're striving for balance, we're never going to really be happy because we're good at kind of everything. And we're never going to be super fulfilled or proud of ourselves for anything, right? If we're just distributing our efforts. So what we shouldn't be achieving is balance. What we should be choosing is where our imbalances go, okay? So if you are listening to me talk right now and you are somebody who is anxious, overwhelmed, you feel like you're burnt out, you feel like you're always one step behind, that means you currently have some level of imbalance, right? But unfortunately, that imbalance was forced upon you by life. That imbalance that you have right now in your life is involuntary. You did not choose it. Because you didn't choose where your imbalances go, life chose it for you. And those are the only two choices you have here. Either you choose your imbalance, so voluntary imbalance, and if you don't do that, life will definitely sort it out for you and make it imbalanced in a way that you didn't want or choose. And so the secret to balance is choosing when and where to be imbalanced throughout the different phases of your life. That is true freedom, giving yourself permission to not be balanced, and accepting that you won't be balanced, and accepting that you'll actually speed up your progress if we decrease and increase our imbalances in different areas throughout life. Kind of like this ebb and flow. Imbalance is a spectrum. Balance is a spectrum. It's not this state that we just achieve like nirvana. That's not how it works. And so if we're going towards imbalance, you have to decide, where am I going to become obsessed? Where do my priorities lie right now? Where can I grab my extra energy and focus that's been draining or leaking from my life right now? And so you have to ask yourself, what's most important right now? What's on the highest of my priority list, right? And every woman's life, there's a phase where her family is a priority. And then there usually comes a point where she can't be selfless anymore because she's losing herself. And then she needs to be selfish. And so you need to ask yourself, where am I right now in my life? Right? What do I need to sacrifice? What am I willing to sacrifice? What can I sacrifice? Okay, because it's very hard to sacrifice when you didn't choose what to sacrifice. And that is what life will automatically do to you. It will make you imbalanced, it will make you overwhelmed, it will make you anxious, and it will make you sacrifice things if you don't make a choice. If you don't set up your life and say, no, I'm not going to have balance. I can choose where I'm going to have the imbalance. Where am I imbalanced right now? And that's where you put the majority of your attention and effort in that one area. And then the sacrifices that putting effort in that area will create are worth it because you chose it. You ever wonder why weight loss is so hard? Why, because we're sacrificing all these things, or it doesn't seem to be working, or it's not sustainable long-term, whatever reason it is that you think your weight loss isn't successful. It comes down to the sacrifices required to make that thing great, to become a master at it. You're not willing to accept those sacrifices because you didn't choose those sacrifices. And it's just a very small perspective shift that makes a huge difference and takes so much pressure off of your shoulders. So, going forward, what you need to be doing is either stop using the word balance, stop identifying with that as a goal, or redefine what the word balance means to you. Because to me, balance means choosing my imbalance. Where in my life is my imbalance right now? At this phase of my life, what am I okay with? What are the percentages and the ratios of my energy spread out that I'm okay with? Right? Am I putting 80% of my life and attention into losing weight right now, being healthy, putting me first? And then the rest of my life gets the rest of the leftover 100% spread out? Am I doing 50 here, 25 here? Okay, it's impossible to be great at something and truly feel fulfilled and be successful, by the way, right? Another reason why maybe you're not successful with weight loss is because you never dove in head first. Either you didn't know you had to, either you were afraid to, or either your life at the time couldn't let you, right? And so now I am telling you, if you are somebody who resonates with saying, I need balance a lot, I implore you, change your vocabulary or change your definition. There is no such thing as balance. In fact, you don't want balance because balance is mediocre. If you want to achieve these great things, that means you have to do abnormal things. Normal things create normal results, right? Ordinary things create average, ordinary people results. If you want to be extraordinary, above average, standing out, you want to be unique and have a great life, you're going to have to do uncommon things. You're going to have to do things that aren't usual, things that everybody else isn't willing to do. And that includes accepting the fact that there isn't this perfect balance. And it takes a lot of pressure off you because now I'm literally telling you, you don't have to be perfect. I'm telling you, you don't have to be the perfect mom and the perfect wife and the perfect career woman and the perfect daughter and the perfect volunteer and the blah, 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 fill in the blank. I'm telling you, you do not and cannot be perfect in everything. Decide what is most important to you, shift most of your energy there, and that is your new definition of what balance looks like in this phase of your life. And it is a game changer, let me tell you. So please take this serious. I'm being super honest. This isn't sexy. This isn't exciting stuff. This isn't stuff people want to hear, but it's necessary. I don't want you to be stuck in the trap of always feeling less than, always feeling like we're juggling something, but we're always dropping a ball, or we're spinning plates and we're always dropping a plate. You don't have to. And it's okay to be obsessed. It's okay to be imbalanced. It's okay to be selfish and put yourself first. at different phases throughout your life. It really is, because you know, I have people very close to me telling me I work out too much, I eat too strict, I'm boring now. I have people telling me that what I'm doing is not right. But guess what? The people telling me those things are ordinary, average people. And I love them and I have nothing against them, but I don't want their life. So I'm not gonna listen to them, and I'm not gonna do what they're doing. I'm gonna do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, because most people are unhappy and unhealthy. And so you can't take advice from them, you can't listen to what they say. So create your own imbalance, embrace it, accept it, don't feel guilty for it, and go for it. And constantly readjust or reevaluate your imbalances based on how you're growing and how you're changing throughout the phases of your life. Okay? Balance and imbalance is a spectrum. Own it. Decide your place on the spectrum, or life will do it for you. And that's the ultimate unhappiness, because now you've got all these negative things, all these sacrifices, all the tough stuff life's gonna bring to you, regardless of if you chose it or not. But unfortunately, you didn't choose it. So it's even more hard to carry and bear. So don't put yourself in that boat. Choose your imbalance, or life will. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, turn on your notification button, and subscribe for more awesome videos. My name is Coach Maddie again. I have been on my own weight loss journey and lost over 70 pounds, and now I get to help women all over the world do the same. And if you are interested or intrigued about learning the Fit Queen way of weight loss, click the link down below in the description, and I will see you next time.